Okay, so found myself a nice spot again for this MRE field review, so I'm going to go ahead and pull out an MRE, see what we got, and I'll get to eating chow. Okay, so I got menu number 15, Mexican style chicken stew. So, guess we'll go ahead and keep our knife at the ready here, and open this thing up. Yep, it failed me. Looks like I'm gonna have to use my knife for this one. So, there we go. Love my Tanto blades. Tonto, however you want to pronounce it, whatever. Okay, so got our trash bag ready. So, got it all in plastic wrap. So, got the main course right here. Got the sleeve. And go ahead and put that right there for a bit. Ooh. Mango peach applesauce. I think I've had this before, but I'll have it again. Whatever. Cheese-filled pretzels, cheddar flavor. They're cheese-filled pretzels, cheddar flavored, as in cheddar cheese. So they're snacks, they're combos, basically. Probably smashed up, but combos. So, got an accessory pack, I'll open that in a second. Cran raspberry for Strike Bar. So, that's a nice find. Cheese spread with jalapenos, the holy grail of spreads. So, got that and our crackers. I wish I would have gotten vegetable crackers. I love vegetable crackers. But chocolate hazelnut cocoa. So basically, this stuff is like chocolate milk from what I remember. So that'll go right there. And then we got the spoon, which will go right there. Crushed red pepper. You know you're in for a good time. I believe Chili Mac had this stuff too. Put that there. And then of course we got the heater that goes with the main meal. And plastic trash. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and open up my accessory pack real quick. Beverage base raspberry type 3, so this is like the standard one that I've been getting this whole time. So, I'll just throw that there. No beverage bag. Nice. So, got the, red gum, so that's basically going to be like cinnamon or whatever. Toilet paper, that's not really toilet paper, it's just like a fire starter or an emergency after you do your initial wipe with the moist towelette. This is your toilet paper right here. This is your butt wipe, especially out in the field. You want a nice clean butt, no chafing, right? So, iodized salt, keep that around. And I will be keeping it around because stew, you might need a little bit of salt, and it's good to have anyways. So anyways, let's go ahead and prep our main meal. So I've got some water in here, and I'll just go ahead and fast forward, and I'll go ahead and prep this the way I usually do, getting everything in the heater and then in the sleeve. So see you soon. Okay, so now everything's prepped. Now I just put some water in, and I don't really care about the fill line recommendations or whatever. I just put water in. You don't need to measure it out. The only reason they say that is they're like, well, it could create toxic gases. I'm not inhaling it, and I'm not eating indoors. So, yeah. So anyways, the heater is on this side, and so I fold over this way. So, I'll go ahead and get this wrapped up, and we'll go ahead and move on to one of our snacks. First thing I'm going to look at is these combos. So, 240 calories, not too many in here, but it's breading and, cheese, so, yeah, whatever. As per the usual, combos. Not that many, but enough to sort of satisfy. Like government combos. It's been shaken around so many times the salt has fallen off mostly, but I mean, they're not bad. They're just combos that have been thrown around a lot. That's government food for you. You should see what an MRE working party looks like. That'll tell you a lot. But anyways, I'm going to finish these up and speed along to the next thing. Okay, the next thing is going to be the mango peach applesauce. Now, with the combos, kind of go back on that, the combos, I remember with beef stew, I used to put those in, I used to put the combos and the crackers inside the beef stew to kind of thicken it up after heating it up, and just combine it, and the cheese spread, if there was cheese spread. I don't even remember, it's been quite a while. So yeah, that was just a thought. Maybe somebody would actually want to do that with this, so you might want to keep your combos around for that, and then maybe even crush up your crackers and keep the jalapeno cheese spread for that, which I think is exactly what I'm going to do after I try it out initially. So anyways, here's the applesauce. I'll try not to get the Joker smile from these little sharp ends right here. Okay, mango and peach coming in right at the same time. Not my favorite flavors. I'd rather have cinnamon applesauce. Straight up cinnamon applesauce. This stuff is incredibly sweet because the third ingredient on here is high fructose corn syrup. Yeah. You know, it's a pretty cold day today. It's like in the low 30s right now. Like, we were getting a little snow earlier, so maybe the cold actually has something to do with it having a little better flavor, because this stuff actually tastes a lot better than the last one I had. You can actually taste the mango and the peach. I don't know. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and finish this up and move on to the next thing. But this really is not that bad. So that's pretty much the end of that. So I think I'm going to go ahead and make my chocolate hazelnut cocoa, which basically, if I remember correctly, this should taste like straight up chocolate milk. Okay, for this one it says 6 ounces of hot or cold water, which we're going to do cold because I want chocolate milk right out of the refrigerator because it's freezing temperatures out. So, never trust this zipper alone, always fold it over. I see a lot of people doing reviews on them, and the zipper is easily compromised. So, anyways, I'm going to try to guesstimate 6 ounces. Usually when I try to guesstimate 6 ounces, I'm probably a little bit over because I'm a doofus like that. But anyways, so the fill line is right around the neck. I don't buy that. Yeah, that should do it. Maybe. I don't know. So anyways, I'll go ahead and fold this over twice. And then we'll give it the good old shake. And I'll see you when it's ready. Okay, so got it all shaken up. And let's go ahead and see if it still tastes like chocolate milk or if I'm just fooling myself. Like a lightly hazelnut chocolate milk. Okay, so yeah, not too bad. Like a chocolate almond milk or something like that, with a little bit of hazelnut in there, light hazelnut flavoring. Not bad at all. Pretty refreshing, pretty good. I love these things. I didn't really care for them when I was in, because at least the earlier half of when I was in, because I never really experimented with them and just wanted everything they had. So it wasn't until later that I realized that they actually were gloriously delicious. Now, since we're on beverages, I'll go to the raspberry. I'm not going to use that. See, these things are basically just... It doesn't seem like they really have much to offer. A little bit of potassium, but not really enough to do anything. I mean, a little bit of sodium, 5 calories. It's just flavoring. That's it. So potassium does balance out your salt intake, your sodium, but I mean, I'll get to it at another time. So I'm just gonna move on here into the first strike bar because that main meal is almost ready. So open this up. Oh yeah, just like I remembered, being a nice hard thing because it's so cold out. Yep, this is going to be interesting because before it was a lot easier to play with because it was warm. It was like 50, 60, 70 degrees out. I don't even remember, but a nice warm day, and this was a shady spot. Holy hell. Well. Okay. One of the most unpleasant experiences with the first strike bar in the cold, because these things are not very malleable at all in the cold, in the freezing temperatures. This must be what soldiers felt like in the Civil War when they were eating hardtack. They called them tooth dollars and stuff like that. But that's what this feels like. Not that enjoyable, guys. I'm gonna get that. This is something you put in your damn armpit, or you put up against the heater. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and open up the main meal, and I'm gonna save this for dessert, and I'm gonna put this under the heater to heat it up because this is just awful, and it can taste good, and I don't want to waste it. So, you know, I'll go ahead and get that done and get the main course ready, and I'll see you guys around. Okay, so I got the chicken stew out, and I'm gonna go ahead and open it up with my knife very carefully. I need as much as I can get with this because I think this is going to be a pretty messy one. Ooh. Better hold on to your meal when you're cutting. Don't let her get away. She might be a keeper. So, yeah. Alright, that should do it. Okay. Alright, yeah, this is going to be a messy one. Yeah, I don't know about the combos part, but the crackers, I think I could go with. Well, so we'll open up the crackers. Alright, and a little hiss right there. And, let's see. Ooh, flaking away. Just a little bit. The crackers these days are just so soft and they feel so crumbly. Ugh, breaking apart on me. Oh yeah, I can just throw big chunks in there and then I can, you know, break them when I push them with the spoon. A lot easier than the old days. Where these things were like little sleeves of hardtack. So, yeah. There we go. Yeah, I feel like, I don't know if I would say it's cheapened up, but it's a bit different. So I'm just going to go ahead and prep this. And I got to try the chicken stew without the crackers, you know, crunchiness. So let me go ahead and try that real quick, even though it's blazing hot. It's already got a little bit of spice to it. It's already got a little bit of spice to it, so it's, you know, doing pretty good already. However, nothing is ruined by jalapeno cheese spread. And crushed red pepper, I don't know if I would go as far as to say crushed red pepper is a good idea with this, at least for me. That stuff is usually pretty hot, and I know that they added them into the beef stews, and I remember almost always being overwhelmed by it. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna be overwhelmed by it, but let me go ahead and do this. Go ahead and add in the salt, because I think this will definitely liven up with a little bit of salt, and I'm not going to put all the salt in here. That's not necessary, so maybe a third to a half. And now, yeah, this cheese spread, oh yeah, it's cold. I'm going to have to cut this open and squeeze it in, but I'll go ahead and show you when I'm done. Okay, that was miserable. Getting all the jalapeno cheese spread out of there, it just came out to this one long turd of cheese spread. Terrible. So, if you're going to be using the cheese spread or anything like that, I highly recommend that you armpit it, put it in your groin or something. Heat it up. You know, as gross as that sounds, put it in your groin. No, seriously. Put it on the inside here and just sit on it. So one of the warmest spots, arteries really close, you got a lot of heat in there, and it's typically a closed area, so you know, you'll be good to go. Or put it under your uniform in your armpit, or just rest it in your armpit, something like that. But let's go ahead and see how it is. It's starting to thicken up a good amount because of the cheese spread getting in there. It's still pretty warm. So yep. Alright. The cheese spread is still cold. Cheese spread, I just got a chunk of cheese in there and it was cold. Other than that, it's getting that little bit of spicy, but it's not bad at all. The salt really does help with these things. I don't know what it is, but you know what? The stupid in me is coming alive and saying, "Hey, check it out." All right. Let me go ahead and mix that up just a little bit. You know what? It's crushed red pepper, just like what I like to put on my pizzas. So, why not be stupid? I can be stupid at least once a day, right? So, there we go. And this isn't actually the same. It's not, it's flakes. It's not the powder. Yeah, this is like the stuff you put on your pizza with your Parmesan or what have you, your little cheese. So this isn't going to be like the actual crushed red, ground red pepper or whatever that I used to get with the beef stew. That was just incredibly hot. Not bad. Brings everything together. The crackers give it a little bit of a crunch. Crushed red pepper isn't really doing much. Jalapeno cheese spread is pretty well merged. It's gotten nice and thick, so you know, it's turned out to be quite a lively little meal. So it just feels like you're eating more. So yeah, not bad. Alright, so I'm going to go and finish this off and get back to that first strike bar. Okay, so I finished the chicken stew and it was pretty friggin' good. It was just the chicken version of what I remember the beef stew to be like, and now this stuff is a little more malleable, so much better. I revived it. Woohoo. Now I better eat this thing quick, so you know. Anyways, I think I'll just leave it here. I'm done with everything. Got my cinnamon gum I'm gonna have afterwards, good for your dental hygiene or whatever. Yeah, this is a pretty good MRE. Not bad at all. Kind of wish it was around when I was in. That would have been really nice to have things changed up a bit, but you know, whatever. We got by with what we got, so pick my favorites and stuff. So anyways, thanks a lot for watching. I look forward to more of these videos in the future. You guys have a good one.